finally I'm doing my Dragon Ball video. It's been so long. I started watching Z at the start of this year. Maybe because I was also doing my Naruto rewatch at the same time. But yeah, we're going to talk about Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, not the OG Dragon Ball. I still haven't rewatched that. I'm probably not even going to rewatch OG Dragon Ball. I'm going to read the manga. I'm going to get the feeling of the OG Dragon Ball manga. You know, the very thing which started the whole franchise. But yeah, today we're going to talk about Dragon Ball Z and Super and a little bit of Super's manga. But yeah, before I talk about Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, I'm going to talk about my top 5 favorite characters. Number 1 is Gohan. That's my fucking quote. Gohan is my character. For a long time, Gohan has been my favorite character. Second favorite character is Trunks, future Trunks, obviously. And he's very close to Gohan. I still think he's the best written character in all of Dragon Ball. He has the best backstory. Super cool character overall. I love future Trunks. Number 3 is kind of a shared spot for both Goku and Vegeta. I love both of them. Number 4, Cell. Cell is just my guy. Cell is just, he's funny, he's cool, he's strong. I very much like the way he talks, like especially the dub version. Even though I did my rewatch in the sub, I was watching some episodes in dub just to see like how these specific good moments are in the dub, and Cell is just so sassy the way he just talks. Number 5 is Piccolo. I don't think there's a Dragon Ball fan who doesn't have Piccolo in their top 5. But yeah, these are my top 5 characters. Gohan, Trunks, Goku, Vegeta at the same place, then Cell, then Piccolo. But let's talk about Dragon Ball Z. I'm not gonna talk about all of Dragon Ball Z because I don't want my video to become too long. We still have Super and the manga to talk about after that. I'm gonna focus heavily on Cell and Buu Saga. Before that, I'm gonna talk about Namek Saga just a little bit. Watching Namek Saga gave me straight flashback to when I was like 8 or maybe 9 years old. I never watched Dragon Ball Z on TV. On TV, you didn't just had option to just start from episode 1. You had to watch whatever the fuck they were streaming. You're not gonna understand much if you just start from like middle of Buu Saga. I started watching Dragon Ball when I first got access to internet. I started watching anime back all the way in like 2013. But yeah, Namek Saga was actually very good. Frieza is easily my second favorite villain. I completely forgot like how much Frieza like trash talks. Like in terms of talking shit, I don't think there is an anime character in all of existence who even comes close to Frieza. Like he's the most disrespectful motherfucker ever. I was laughing my ass off in that scene when Frieza wraps his tail around Vegeta's neck and he's just like beating the shit out of Vegeta in the back. He's like punching him and he looks at Gohan, Piccolo, and he's like, oh, you're free to save him anytime you want. Just so you know, if you want to save him, just jump in. And then he just goes back to beating Vegeta. Like this motherfucker is disrespectful. Namek Saga is a little bit slow like toward the start with the whole Ginyu Force stuff. Like them guys are super fucking goofy, so it is a little bit slow at the start, but like when it picks up. The whole Frieza battle, you know, Piccolo fighting Gohan, snapping, everyone getting overwhelmed by Frieza, and obviously the legendary Super Saiyan moment, absolute cinema. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the whole Dragon Ball Z. Let's start with Cell Saga. I'm gonna say just right now, Cell Saga, that's the peak of Dragon Ball as a whole. Dragon Ball peaked in Cell Saga. Anything which existed before and anything which came after, Toriyama actually was writing fire. Like his pen was actually on fire when he was writing Cell Saga. Cell Saga had plot twist. You will rarely see plot twist in Dragon Ball as a whole, but Cell Saga had like plot twist, like, oh, who's this new Saiyajin? Oh, he's actually Vegeta's son. When Trunks says like 3 years from now 2 androids will come and you have to defeat them, but the plot twist is that these are not the 2 androids Trunks was talking about. These are android 19 and 20. The real androids was 17 and 18. Oh, they found a different time machine which is exactly like Trunks, which came here 3 years ago. Who the fuck does this belong to? It belongs to Cell. It just had such good written story. The setup, the plot twist, everything, it was so fucking good. I genuinely have zero complaints from Cell Saga arc. It also had my second favorite moment from the whole fucking series, which is Gohan going Super Saiyan 2. Like that's my second favorite moment just after Goku going Super Saiyan 1. Goku versus Cell fight, which I still consider the best fight in all of Dragon Ball Z. Gohan going SSJ 2 and then the father son Kamehameha. I was having so much fucking fun on my rewatch watching Cell Saga. It's a good arc and I was like getting all these memories from when I was watching this shit as a kid. I love Cell Saga so much that if you just count the shonen anime, Cell Saga might be my top 10. Now I am like very fucking picky when it comes to like my favorite arcs. Like you know, I pick arcs like Shogun Assassination, which is from Gintama, which is my favorite arc of all time. You have Marineford, you have Falcon of the Millennium Empire from Berserk. The current arc in One Piece manga, Elbaf, is going super fucking strong. Return of Shigansena, Silver Soul arc from Gintama. So basically I picked very good arcs for my top 10. I guess if you count all the genre, then Cell games won't make the top 10. But if you count shonen only, if you only count shonen, then I'm pretty sure Cell games is my top 10 arcs of all time. After that, Buu Saga, I know on general like people hate Buu Saga, people don't really like Buu Saga that much. I don't hate it, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like I think it's I enjoyed the starting of Buu Saga very much. The whole Gohan high school arc, him becoming Great Saiyaman, meeting Videl, he basically Gohan day-to-day life at the start of Buu Saga. I enjoyed that very much. Those were some of my favorite Dragon Ball episodes. I get personal joy seeing Gohan enjoy his life. I know a lot of people talk shit to Gohan when he enjoys his life, when he's not Cell Saga arc fighter all the time. I know a lot of people hate Gohan for that, but I genuinely enjoy when Gohan is actually enjoying his life. That's what I want for my goat. So watching Gohan like having high school experience and all that was like super fun. But yeah, Buu Saga as a whole is definitely a downgrade from like Cell Saga. Buu as a villain is not really like my favorite. Like none of the Buu, the Fat Buu, the Super Buu, Buuhan and Kid Buu, none of them like are really my favorite. I still think Buu Saga as a whole is pretty good. Like there are some very good moments, like obviously SSJ 3, Super Saiyan 3 of Goku, that he just like start counting. He's like, hey, this is base Super Saiyan. Now this is the Super Saiyan which transcends base Super Saiyan, aka Super Saiyan 2. Now this is Super Saiyan 3. It was super peak. And obviously Vegeta's sacrifice, like even though it didn't really mean anything because Buu pretty much survived that easily, it was like a very emotional scene. And the way also narrator said it, like his name is Vegeta, the Prince of Saiyajin. Buu Saga has its moments. I still think the story is not really like super good. I don't hate it. Like I said, like majority of the fandom, I don't hate Buu Saga. I still think it's pretty fun, but it's definitely a downgrade from like peak that was Cell Saga. But yeah, overall I enjoyed Dragon Ball Z so much. My favorite thing from Dragon Ball Z was definitely how pretty much every character got attention. Like every character. Like it's not just Goku and Vegeta like we have in the Super, which I'm going to talk about in the Super section, but everyone is fighting, everyone is getting their movement. Even Tenshin Han, I'm pretty sure he's called Tien in the dub version, but yeah, Tenshin Han, even he has his cool moments. Like in the Saiyan Saga, when his friends dies, like he fucking crashes out. Or in Cell Saga, when he saves Android 18 from Cell, he starts using Shin Kikoho. I don't know what it's called in the dub, but in the sub it's called Shin Kikoho, and he's like spamming it, just like that was super high moment. So basically what I'm trying to say is like every character gets a shine. Even Piccolo, he's fighting against Frieza, Piccolo is fighting against Cell first form, Piccolo is fighting against Android 17, this guy is fighting everyone. And Gohan basically defeated the big bad villain Cell. He fought against fucking Buu as Ultimate Gohan. As much as I love main characters of shonen anime, like, I always love when side character gets highlighted and contribute towards the overall goal. I really like that, and that's also my biggest problem for the Super. Okay, now let's talk about Super. Like I said, my favorite thing about Z was that everyone gets attention, and that's my least favorite thing about Super, is that no one gets attention. It's basically Goku and Vegeta all the way. Everyone, Piccolo gets sidelined, Tenshin Han sidelined, Gohan sidelined. Fucking Universe 6 versus Universe 7 arc, it was basically Goku and Vegeta versus Universe 6. Buu falls asleep, Piccolo goes in and fucking loses to the fake Frieza, and Vegeta swipes everyone. And that's my biggest problem, because that was the best part of Dragon Ball Z. Every character gets their shine, their movement, their everything. That's what makes all these characters likable. Even the side characters from Dragon Ball are more popular than many main characters of other famous animes. So that's my first big criticism for Super. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of Super. I'm gonna come out and straight say I enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed it. I think it's super hype, and I don't think there's a more hype anime than Dragon Ball out there. Like seeing Goku goes Super Saiyan God and Blue and all, like that's hype. Fights are super good. It's basically Dragon Ball with modern animation. I'm not a big fan of Super. The story is just not good. It's literally just gets carried by a fight. If you ask anyone what's the best arc in Dragon Ball Super, everyone will say Tournament of Power, because that shit is literally just fight. That shit has zero writing. It's literally just a tournament. Everyone's fighting each other. Even in Vegeta case, it's worse because this guy's getting attention, but he still hasn't defeated any main villain. He had the best chance to defeat Golden Frieza, but oh no, Frieza nuked the Earth. Now Goku has to defeat Frieza. He got destroyed by Hit in Universe 6. Black Goku Saga actually made me fucking crash out. There were legit scenes where Vegeta was just standing on the fucking ground while Goku and Trunks are fighting, Goku Black and Zamasu in the air, and Vegeta is literally just on the ground. Like, bro, get up, fucking tag team Zamasu or some shit. What are you doing on the ground? And obviously when he decides to join the fight, he gets absolutely destroyed. He gets a little bit of shine in Tournament of Power when he literally takes out Toppo in his God of Destruction form. Even though Vegeta was in spotlight along with Goku, he got his usual Vegeta treatment. But yeah, let's talk about Dragon Ball Super arc by arc. It started pretty good with like Beerus stuff. Like I found the Beerus introduction stuff pretty good. So I think the first arc of Super is handled pretty good. The whole Beerus stuff is really good. I like Beerus as a character. Remember liking Super Saiyan God more than Super Saiyan Blue, and I still stand by that. My biggest problem with Super Saiyan God is I wish it lasted more. We don't really see it that much. In the next arc, which is the Golden Frieza arc, they instantly introduced Super Saiyan Blue, which is what remained for the rest of the fucking show. I wish they paid more attention to Super Saiyan God, and maybe like Universe 6 versus Universe 7 arc on Black Goku arc is when they start introducing Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, aka Super Saiyan Blue. Like, I didn't like the fact a very cool transformation like Super Saiyan God was introduced in the first arc of Super, you're all hype, and then you just never see that form until like fucking Tournament of Power. And Vegeta never uses it until like the Broly movie. Like, it gets introduced in the Beerus arc, and then Vegeta masters it in the Golden Frieza arc, and they're fighting Golden Frieza with Super Saiyan God power, and maybe Universe 6 and Universe 7 tournament, or maybe Black Goku arc is they actually get perfect grip on Super Saiyan God, and then they go Super Saiyan in their God form, aka awakening their blue form. In the first 30 episode, they introduce Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, and then you don't get any new transformation until like fucking Ultra Instinct. I do like the form though. I don't think Dragon Ball ever misses on the form, like God, Blue, Ultra Instinct, which gets introduced later on. I think all of them are good. The only thing I didn't like when it comes to form in Super was probably Trunks in the Black Goku saga, because what the fuck was even that? What even was Trunks doing in Black Goku saga? Like, he had this blue aura around his Super Saiyan form. At this one, just give him like fucking Blue or God. It's not like God is getting some attention in the main plotline anyway. Just give it to Trunks. Or should have gave him his unique form like Gohan gets later on with Beast Gohan. But yeah, Golden Frieza saga, it was It was cool to see Frieza back. It was cool to see Golden Frieza. The arc was Universe 6 versus Universe 7 arc, it was again made. The only good fight was Goku versus Hit. Hit is a cool character though. I'll give it that. Hit is a cool character. His powers are cool. Now we have some decent food on the table. Goku Black arc. First of all, I'm just gonna say it. I love Goku Black as a character. I think he could have been handled better than what we got in the anime, but I like Goku Black as a character. Zamasu is a great villain. Zamasu was a Dragon Ball Z villain. Like, the way he was so brutal and killing. He takes over Goku's body, kills Goku, kills his wife and child, and kills all the god and destroys the whole future timeline. Like, yeah, that boy is a Dragon Ball Z villain. Like, there were definitely problems with the Black Goku arc. That scene was cool where Trunks, basically makes a Genki Dama with People's Hope with his sword, a spirit sword kind of. The same way Goku makes a Genki Dama, a spirit bomb. Overall, the way the arc was handled was pretty And even in the finale, like, it would have been fine if Trunks defeats him and that's the end of the story, but then he just decides to fuse with the whole universe, and then just Xeno nukes the whole fucking universe. Trunks and May, they have to live in a different future where there is already a version of them. The ending of Goku Black arc was super weird. When I rewatched Goku Black arc, I'm like, okay, we are right on the track after the mid we were served. Cool villain, cool arc, cool concept, having fun. Just like Dragon Ball Z, we have Mystery here, who's actually Goku Black. Goku Black arc overall, it was actually better than the other arcs, but not really super good. And then came the best arc of the anime, which is Tournament of Power. I don't really have any complaint with Tournament of Power. I think it was handled pretty good. I think it was handled better than manga. Overall, I've heard people say that the Super manga is better than anime, and I've not really read all of manga. I've only read Tournament of Power, and right now I'm reading the Moro arc. But I've read Tournament of Power in the manga, and I think anime did an overall better job. In the manga, it was like short and pretty rushed, but in the anime, it actually got like so much shine. Pretty much every universe, everyone was in the spotlight. Even if for one episode, everyone got to show off their strong fighters and everything. And obviously, Ultra Instinct, like, you have to say anything. Super fucking cool transformation. One thing I did like in Tournament of Power anime is the way Gohan was handled, because in the manga, Gohan was handled way better. I would say the Tournament of Power is better written in the manga, but it has way more hype and emotions in the anime. Like, in the manga, Gohan goes 1v1 against Kefla and reaches a tie. The same Kefla who was in the anime was beating the life out of Blue Goku and forced him to go Ultra Instinct. That Kefla, Gohan was fighting 1v1 and reaches a tie, and then they both fall off the arena. Gohan was putting in work in the manga. He literally took out Kefla. In the anime, Gohan just do a fucking suicide attack where he just grabs Dispo and Frieza knocks both of them off the fucking edge of the tournament, and that's the biggest thing Gohan does. And I don't really like how Gohan was handled. Again, as I've said it before, that I very much like the fact that Gohan is having a good life. Good for him. He's got a wife, he's got a kid, he's got a good job he wants. He's enjoying his life, and I'm more than happy for Gohan. But I also agree that Gohan shouldn't be sidelined so fucking much. I think he should get attention from time to time, which he eventually gets in the superhero arc. That's basically his arc, which I will talk about in a minute. But yeah, overall, Tournament of Power, really good arc. Pretty much every fight was good. Or seeing all the Saiyajins, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Kefla, even Kappa was a little bit eyed. He wasn't really all there, but he was eyed. Even Master Roshi was good in the anime. That boy actually was putting in work. He put in more work than Krillin. Krillin was just there for the picnic. That boy was useless. He knocked out one person and then got knocked out. He literally was there just for picnic. But yeah, overall, Tournament of Power doesn't redeem the all of Super. I'm still not a big fan of Super. I enjoy it, but I'm not the biggest fan of Super. I think it could have done many things way more better. There are many fucking inconsistencies in Power. Pretty much everyone is pushing Goku to the blue. Android 17 is pushing Goku to the blue form. Goku and Krillin are sparring. Krillin pushed Goku to blue form. Gohan pushed Goku to blue form. Like, somehow everyone can push Goku to his blue form. So yeah, there were many power scaling inconsistencies. The writing was very lacking in many places. I can't really talk about much in the manga because I'm still on the Moro arc, and after that I'm pretty sure it's Granola arc. But after Granola arc we have the superhero arc, which is what I'm gonna talk about because I have watched the movie. Overall, I found the movie good. I was questioning the CG animation at the start, but it grew on me as the movie continued. Especially the fighting scenes were like super cool in the CG stuff. I still would prefer the non-CG style, like the Broly movie. I'm only saying this because I heard it got super hate because of its animation style, and I don't think it's super bad. But yeah, the Dragon Ball superhero saga is basically Gohan and Piccolo are the main character, and they both get significant power up to put them back on the track because they got sidelined too much. And thank God, Gohan was getting slandered a lot. Finally, he got right on the track. And yeah, I enjoy superhero saga. I think overall it was actually a fun saga compared to the other. I think superhero is better than all of them except for like Tournament of Power. It had many calls back: Red Ribbon Army, Dr. Hedo taking the place of Dr. Gero, creates two androids just like Android 17 and 18, but his are called Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, and then he creates a cell of his own, Cell Max, which is way more stronger than the previous cell. Bottom line is we get a crazy fight, and then we finally see Gohan actually tapping into his potential and unlocking his form, which is Beast Gohan. Easily my favorite form. It's my goat's form. Obviously, it's my favorite. Like, it's super fucking cool. The way he just gets red eyes, the fucking long hairs, and also the fact that he's super fucking strong. He's on the level of Goku and Vegeta right now, which we see in the epilogue of this arc. It's not shown in the movie with manga spoilers here because I'm gonna talk about the real epilogue of superhero arc. The real epilogue of this arc, superhero arc, it happens in the manga when Whis tells Goku and Vegeta that Earth was actually attacked by Cell Max and Gohan actually saved the Earth, and so Goku gets hyped. He teleports back to the Earth and he asks Gohan, Goten, and Trunks to come back to the Beerus planet so that they can spar with each other, and they agree. And we see a sparring session between Ultra Instinct Goku, perfect Ultra Instinct by the way, he has mastered it, versus Beast Gohan, and they pretty much are evenly matched. Like, it makes me so happy. As a Gohan fan, it made me so happy. After years of slander, Gohan is standing next to Ultra Instinct Goku. And then after Goku, Broly fights Gohan in his Super Saiyan form, which he can control somewhat. It's not the movie Broly who like complete snaps out and going all out. This one isn't snapping out, but he's still Broly. Like, he's still Broly. Like, Gohan pretty much overwhelms Broly, and then after that, Vegeta fights in his, spoiler alert for manga, Ultra Ego form. And then after that, it's like a whole battle royale. It's like all the Saiyans, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Broly, Goten, and Trunks, all of them are fighting. And then they all get tired, they eat food, they go back to Earth. Piccolo, Goku, Gohan, they all go to pick up Pan from school. And that's the end of like the superhero arc. And also the last thing guided by Akira Toriyama, so rest in peace to him. Basically, overall, I like Superhero Saga very much, maybe because it's Gohan arc. I still have yet to read Moro and Granola arc, so I don't know what's my feeling gonna be for those arcs. But yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about my Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super rewatch and some of my Dragon Ball takes, you know. It was really fun. It was really fun rewatching Dragon Ball. I basically got to relive my whole fucking childhood. I remember watching like these things on YouTube. I think I was like in 9th grade. We used to sneak our phones in the school, and on like back seat we used to watch like Dragon Ball fights and all that. I hope we can get more Dragon Ball content in the future, like especially the Moro and Granola arc. But I'm happy they picked superhero arc for the adaptation because I got to see my goat Gohan in all his glory. But anyway, till then, see ya.